Welcome to the largest Swiss city. This is Zurich, the business capital of Switzerland. Zurich has an interesting mix of old and modern and has everything a globalized city would need. What to do in one of the most expensive cities in the world and how to do an easy tour I'm going to show you in this first Zurich budget tour episode. First of all, the old city of Zurich is not too large and you may easily get around just by walk. The eye-catching part of Zurich is here at the Limmatquai. The quay with its many churches is very pretty and always good for taking some photos. On the eastern side you have the Niederdörfli, the best preserved part of the old city. Just on the other side of the river there is the larger part of the old city which is considered to be Zurich's center.
I'm now on the Rathausbrücke, the bridge of the City Hall, which is just here, City Hall. And over there, this is the Grossmünster, the Grand Minster, center of the Swiss Reformation. That's the Fraumünster, and this river here, that's the Limmat. Then over there you can see this restaurant Storchen. This is a really great place should you consider coming here for breakfast or just taking coffee in the afternoon.
Crossing the bridge you will enter the Sechseläuten, a very pretty alley that leads you up to the great lookout point called Lindenhof.
I just arrived up here on the Lindenhof and we have a phenomenal view over the old city of Zurich. Really nice. And actually just here in the background, this is ETH and that over there is the University of Zurich.
ETH is the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology where I studied material science. That's also where Albert Einstein went to study mathematics. After enjoying the view from the Lindenhof, I suggest you proceed to the Rennweg, another very pretty alley. Usually during summer they will hang the flags of all 26 cantons, which adds some extra beauty to it. Next to the Rennweg is the Augustinergasse, one of Switzerland's prettiest alleys.
I just arrived at the Augustinergasse and you can see it's such a pretty alley with the flags and the old houses. Actually I consider this as one of the Instagram hotspots here in Zurich.
Later, head further south along the Bahnhofstrasse to Paradeplatz, Parade Square. This is what people call the heart of Swiss banking, although only the two major Swiss banks are having their offices there. Afterwards, proceed towards the Fraumünster, which is one of the most important churches of Switzerland. You will recognize it from its characteristic light blue color. The interior I will show you in one of my next Zurich episodes as a filming permit is required. The square around Fraumünster is very beautiful. You may either continue to walk through the alley that leads you to the Hotel Storchen, a historical building, or then proceed to the Great Minster.
I'm now here at the Hotel Restaurant Storchen and we have a great view over the Limmat. Then, well, you can see so many beautiful old houses. Zurich is just so beautiful.
Next, cross the bridge to the eastern side of the old city. Then walk southwards to reach the lakefront, which we call Bellevue. A great place for taking a relaxing walk or just sitting down.
I'm now at the Bellevue, means beautiful view in English. So, as you can see, there is a lot going on because it's sunny weather today. So many people love to come here. Well, it always feels great to be in here, especially on a warm day like this. And just on the other side, you can see here the Lake of Zurich just ends. And then the river Limmat is flowing through the city. See, quite a busy bridge. Sometimes you also see the trams passing. Then in the background you can also see the many churches of Zurich.
Nearby Bellevue is the Sechseläuten Square. It's used for various events, the Sechseläuten festival, Christmas markets, and otherwise serves as a public space for people to spend their free time. By the way, just in front of the square is the iconic Opera House. From Bellevue, you easily can access the best preserved part of Zurich's old city called Niederdörfli. For that, you just would have to walk into northern direction, basically towards a church with these two towers. This church has, by the way, a very significant meaning in the history of Switzerland.
I'm now in front of the Grossmünster. So this is the largest Protestant church here in Zurich. It's also the place where the Reformation started, when Ulrich Zwingli was holding his speech and proclaimed the Reformation. The interior is also quite nice. It looks simple, very typical for Protestant churches, because the idea behind the Protestantism is that a church at the interior, it should look simple and it shouldn't look rich as the Catholic ones. So there you won't have any icons.
The best part of the Niederdörfli just starts at this minster. The alley is very charming, there are various shops and restaurants, a great place to go for a tea or take lunch or dinner. As I always keep saying in all of my videos, it's very important to check out the side alleys, as you may discover some very interesting things in there. The upper part of the Niederdörfli is quite nice, rather quiet, but there are a lot of interesting shops that are open on every day except Sundays. You probably may have wondered why everything looks closed in this video. The Niederdörfli is furthermore full of guild houses, which are called Zünfte. These are basically guilds of artisans and merchants. The houses are very old and have rich interiors. The guilds stopped existing in most of the European countries, but in Switzerland they last until today. You can find their houses all over the old city of Zurich. The guilds also play an important role in the festival called Sechseläuten. More about that in a separate episode. Zurich is quite an exciting city that has a lot to offer. As you can see, it's very easy to tour around just simply by walking. You will not even have to take any tram, bus or train for that. In the upcoming Zurich episodes, I will show you more easy walking tours. Also, I'm going to show you where you can eat at, especially if you're on a budget. And then also an episode of how to have an authentic Zurich experience, and a full travel guide on the top 10 places attractions in and around the city.
I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give this video a like, leave a comment, share it to your friends, that would be really awesome. Also, if you're new to this channel, then you're most welcome to subscribe. I really appreciate that. So that's it from my side. We're going to see each other very soon.